Because we covered almost the entire Bible, we've read it out loud as a family, except
Yeah.
for a few minor prophets. Our children were able to enter into corporate worship much differently because number one, they had sung a whole bunch of those hymns at home.
Yeah.
Number two, they knew the scriptures.
Let's talk a little bit about kind of like what the difference is between corporate worship, because, we say we're going to go to church on Sunday morning or maybe on Wednesday night or whatever, and we're going to worship corporately with our church body. What is the difference between corporate worship and family worship? Kind of differentiate those two for me.
Well, I would say that our children, because we covered almost the entire Bible, we've read it out loud as a family, except
Yeah.
for a few minor prophets. Our children were able to enter into corporate worship much differently because number one, they had sung a whole bunch of those hymns at home.
Yeah.
Number two, they knew the scriptures.
Yeah.
And our children always sat with us in the worship service.
Yep.
So we didn't make a distinction. We didn't put them to children's church or whatever. In fact, one church that I was pastoring, it was small enough that we could make decisions, and we stopped having Sunday school because the purpose of Sunday school is to teach your children the Word of God. Well, our kids already knew it, and the Sunday school teachers were complaining, and they said there was a couple of families that were homeschooling in our church, and they said, "Your kids know more than we do. Why are we having these little cute lessons and coloring pages?" And the
Right.
kids wanted to be in the prayer meetings because
Yeah.
the prayer meetings were really prayer meetings. I mean, we really prayed instead of just talking about prayer, and they thought that that sounded more fun than coloring pictures. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Flannel graphs not necessary.
yeah.
Do you think they still use those in Sunday school? I have no idea if they do or not.
I have no idea either.
I
I'm
don't
not a
know.
big fan of Sunday school, I hate to say.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm not either. And our girls sit with us at church. They have for most of their childhood, and they're able to learn so much. As a matter of fact, I've not done this with my girls, but I have had friends who have done this and seen other people do this at church with their kids who sit in the service with them. Is you can go on, I think, Pinterest or anywhere on the internet and download like kids sermon notes sheets, and they're these cute little things that some moms have made up where it will have the kids take notes during the sermon. You could just print them off on your printer. And I've thought, that's a fantastic way for kids to be able to pay attention and try to grasp what the pastor is saying. But one of my favorite things about them being with us is that they also get the opportunity to worship with us. And when I say worship, I mean singing as well.
Yeah.
And like you said, recognizing those old hymns, recognizing any worship song, and they know now, like, okay, this is a really terrible worship song that we're singing. It's all about me, me, me. Or wow, this worship song is really worshipful. And I'm so grateful for the discernment that they have because they have sat in church with us as well. Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.